This is the line for Amazon Flex drivers. They line up every day like this.
One-day shipping used to be a luxury. Now, delivery drivers are lining up outside this Amazon warehouse in the Bay Area to help make it the norm for 100 million Prime members. Amazon just doubled the speed of Prime shipping from 2 days to 1, with the faster speed now available on more than 10 million products.
Show your ID, they scan it, and then they'll let you go in.
Amazon Flex drivers like Montez are on-demand contract workers, similar to driving for Lyft or Uber. They load up on packages and deliver them to your door. They're part of Amazon's solution to take control of the most expensive part of the shipping process, last-mile delivery.
We've been building for over 20 years to support this network that's eventually just constantly getting faster, and we knew would begin to migrate to a one-day service. The big difference for us is all about how we get product from our fulfillment center to that last-mile location.
So what's it like to deliver for one of the world's most valuable companies? We spoke to Flex drivers around the country to find out. You place the order and poof! It can feel like magic when that Amazon package shows up at your door in just one day, but it's definitely not magic. Amazon spends tens of billions on shipping every year, and it set aside $800 million in the second quarter of 2019 to transition to one day.
Most of that investment is going towards the infrastructure and transportation costs associated with speeding up delivery to the millions of Prime customers who are about to begin to experience one day as the new normal.
In the last quarter of 2018, Amazon's shipping costs jumped 23%, reaching a record $9 billion. Until an item arrives at a warehouse near your home, it can be shipped in bulk. But then each package needs to be hand-delivered to a different address, which takes a lot of people and a lot of time. Amazon pays to outsource much of this to carriers like UPS and the U.S. Postal Service, which charge a fee. And those fees just went up. In January, the post office increased its last-mile shipping rate by 9 to 12%, depending on package size. The less Amazon can rely on these shipping giants, the more it can control these costs. It's building up its own logistics network, delivering 26% of its own packages last year. For last-mile delivery, Amazon has small business partners, some delivering out of 20,000 Amazon vans. And in 2015, it launched Amazon Flex.
I've been driving for Amazon Flex roughly since 2016, on and off.
It started in November 2018 here in Lexington, and that's when I started. For the most part, I like it.
If you happen to live closer to the delivery station, I think it's definitely worth doing.
If you go on the Amazon Flex Reddit, you'll see that there's so many people who are totally frustrated with the job, but they continue to do it.
Amazon Flex is available in about 50 U.S. cities. Anyone over 21 with a driver's license, auto insurance, and at least a mid-sized sedan can sign up. After clearing a basic background check, drivers in areas with open spots can start picking up and delivering packages. Amazon wouldn't disclose how many drivers have signed up or what percentage of its last-mile deliveries are made by Flex drivers compared to its shipping partners. But it did tell us the program is expanding.
We build out these small businesses of the delivery service providers, and we have Flex, which is our on-demand crowdsourced delivery piece. So we need all of that to meet the various types of delivery we do in each of our geographies, and I think you're going to see expansion on all fronts there.
Drivers use the Flex app to sign up for a block, which ranges from 3 to 6 hours. Then they head to a warehouse where they find out how many boxes they've been assigned to deliver in that time frame. Amazon advertises that drivers make $18 to $25 an hour. Flex drivers are responsible for their own vehicle costs, like gas, tolls, and maintenance. On the day we drove with Montez in the Bay Area, he was assigned to a route 36 miles away from the fulfillment center in rush hour traffic, with 45 packages to be delivered in under 3 hours. He would have made $67.
I have to weigh out the what it costs me to get there and if it's worth it or not. In this case, it's not worth it. Hey, that's 36 miles. I don't know if I can take it. I might just have to forfeit it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
They will probably write you a ticket, which is just like,
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I appreciate it though.
Yeah.
No money and I'm gonna get a write-up. I could get 2 of those before they deactivate me.
Instead, Montez helped a friend on his route that day, something they do often, needing 2 sets of hands to get the job done on time.
One thing you'll see is we're constantly parking, looking for parking. But when you have someone helping you, you just grab the box, you have it ready, scan it, drop it. It just makes more sense.
His friend made $105 delivering around 46 packages in 3.5 hours.
these are like the good days that you makes you want to continue doing Amazon, but there's obviously bad days too. So.
Unlike Lyft and Uber drivers who can simply turn off the app when they're taking a break, Flex drivers are paid an hourly rate with a set time to complete deliveries within, so many feel pressured not to stop.
Do you feel like you have time to take breaks? Do you feel like you can find a restroom?
No, absolutely not. So I try to go before my shift and then just hope that I don't have to go during it.
Some drivers, like Elbert, asked us for varying degrees of anonymity because they want to protect their privacy or their ability to keep working with Amazon.
You definitely feel panicked a little bit. You're already an hour in. Because they'll send you someplace and there'll be I'm in LA. There's traffic all the time. I have to deliver 20-some packages each hour just to finish within my block. So, you feel anxious and stressed.
But Flex drivers we spoke to in less congested regions, from Arizona to Kentucky to New Jersey, said they're rarely assigned too many packages, and they often finish deliveries early, making the pace relaxed and the hourly pay much higher because you're paid for the full block no matter how long it takes you.
It's really easy. A lot of routes I actually finish early. So coming out between $25 and $30 an hour doing Flex.
You just deliver one package and your 3-hour block gets done in 20 minutes. That's rare, but it happens.
When it does take longer than the assigned number of hours to deliver, Flex drivers can call Amazon to request an earnings adjustment, although some told us it's not always approved.
Anytime I'm overwhelmed and it's not feasible to complete it in 3.5 hours within my block, I'll just call them at the end and say, I finished at this time. You can check it in my app. And usually, it goes without a problem.
Sometimes they compensate you and sometimes they wouldn't. Nobody really knows. It's like you send an email and hope and pray that you get paid for the overtime.
Most Flex drivers we talk to supplement their income with other gig jobs like Uber, Lyft, Postmates, and DoorDash. Flex is more labor-intensive, with repeated hopping in and out of your car and sifting through piles of packages to find the right one. But it's appealing to some because you're not allowing strangers in your car or being rated for your performance. As far as pay goes, Uber advertises that drivers can make $1,500 a week, and one study, which analyzed data from 30,000 rideshare drivers in various markets across the U.S., showed that drivers made an average of $18.65 an hour in 2018 before expenses. So how do the drivers compare Amazon Flex to others?
Overall, I'd say it was a good experience. I think that driving for Flex is more lucrative for the driver compared to pretty much any other similar driving-based gig.
A lot of times I'm sort of weighing the options of, should I take this Flex route or should I, go deliver food? A lot of people sort of go through this decision-making on what they should do as far as what gig they should do tonight. And it's all based on conditions and past experiences.
You barely make enough as it is. And then given the cost, wear and tear on your vehicle, and just the low pay and everything, it's hard to make a living.
Montez has had trouble finding a full-time job. He doesn't have a college degree, and at 28 is still living at his parents' house to make ends meet. He's mostly stopped driving for Amazon because he says he makes more by doing temp jobs like private security or driving for Lyft and Uber. But sometimes Amazon Flex is simply the most convenient gig.
As bad as it is sometimes, you still kind of want to have that option. So it's tough. It's a bittersweet, mostly bitter relationship.
Maybe a lot of these people can't get a regular job. They're vulnerable and they're not making enough money to pay the bills. And I feel like Amazon, is definitely taking advantage of these people.
When Flex drivers accept a block, they don't know how many packages they'll be assigned or how far they'll need to drive until they've waited in line at the warehouse, which is time they don't get paid for.
Just knowing what it is you're going to get would solve 99% of the issues, because you show up, and you don't know where you're going, you don't know how many boxes you have, you don't know if they're going to fit.
For several drivers we spoke to, safety is the biggest concern. Montez and other drivers told us they've been assigned large loads of packages that barely fit in their cars.
Whenever you do make them fit, it's piled so high that it reaches the roof of your car and you can't see your back, the back mirrors. You just see boxes, so it's not safe, definitely.
In a statement, Amazon says, "Safety is our #1 priority. We communicate with delivery partners regarding safety topics, including safe loading practices." Another issue, Amazon does not provide Flex drivers with any branded clothing to identify them. Rapper Ice-T tweeted about this last month, saying he almost shot a regular person making an Amazon delivery, and Amazon tweeted back that they'd escalate this to our logistics team for review. Jonathan in Connecticut told us about a similar experience while delivering.
I'm pulling up to this house, I get to the front door, and this guy just comes running out like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's talking so fast, and he's just like, he was just talking so fast and he wouldn't let me talk. So I had to yell and say, "I'm with Amazon and I'm just delivering your package." And I was thinking, I'm in Connecticut, I'm a Puerto Rican guy in a white guy's yard, and what if he comes out, just shoots me in the face without asking questions? That was my fear.
After another delivery where he says a customer let his German Shepherd charge at him, Jonathan paid $45 out of his own pocket for a custom sweater on Etsy.
It's an unsafe job. I made it safe for me by making myself visible, by making myself look more like an Amazon employee, but most of these people don't. I think Amazon, the least they could do is give us something that would make it a little bit safer.
I've gotten a lot of mean glares from people because they're like, "Who is this guy? He's just in front of my driveway, or he's parked in front of my house. He's just wearing a yellow vest." You don't even have to wear that vest. It's just, I do it because at least I look less suspicious.
For those who rely heavily on Flex for income, the pressure is extra high to finish one block of packages and get on to the next.
Sometimes I will feel like I need to rush, and sometimes I'll have to go to the bathroom real bad, but I'll have to hold it in because I'm not exactly in an area where there are any restrooms or stores nearby. And then sometimes I kind of have to bend the rules of the road a bit so I can get back to where I was supposed to be going.
Several drivers told us the Flex app is part of the problem.
Since the navigation in the Amazon app isn't good, but it can be dangerous because it will try to send you the wrong way on one-way streets.
And some drivers told us the way the app works encourages distracted driving. Unlike Lyft and Uber's apps, which send new rides to drivers' phones automatically, the Flex app requires drivers to manually tap refresh to secure their next assignment. Competition can be high, and blocks are assigned on a first-come, first-served basis. So drivers who want to make more money are constantly tapping the Flex app even while driving.
If you want to get blocks, then you have to be tapping on that refresh button in the app pretty much constantly. But how do you do that while you're delivering? So it encourages people to do it while they're driving.
You're constantly on your phone while driving, and that can become dangerous. Yet people have to, make some kind of living, so they're always checking their phones.
A lot of people that are desperate, and they're looking for work when they're driving. Inevitably, please don't let it happen to me or anyone I know, but this is going to cause collisions, and it could cause loss of life because people are taking attention away from the road while they're looking for work.
Other drivers told us they feel unsafe because routes are assigned without factoring in weather hazards or type of car. Like one time when Montez got stuck in a muddy driveway on a rainy day while helping on a friend's route.
I called the support and I said, "Hey, this is what happened. Can you guys help me?" And they're just like, "No, and how many boxes do you have left? And, can you finish your deliveries?" I'm just thinking, wow, that's the first thing you ask me? I called a tow truck. I had to pay for that out of my own pocket because there's no benefits. I ended up losing money that day, and I still had to finish my deliveries.
In a statement, Amazon said it provides delivery partners with 24/7 road support. If delivery partners come across issues while making a delivery, we work with them directly on a resolution. Amazon is looking at several high-tech solutions to ease the burden on delivery drivers and to lower the cost of that last-mile delivery. In early June, Amazon announced its new autonomous delivery drone will be operating within months, and it has a 1-year FAA permit to test them.
We're building fully electric drones that can fly up to 15 miles and deliver packages under 5 pounds to customers in under 30 minutes.
Amazon also has patents out for a giant flying warehouse and drones that can react to flailing hands and screaming voices. Amazon also announced last month that it would pay full-time workers to quit if they'll help with that expensive last-mile delivery instead. The program offers as much as $10,000 to employees who want to leave the company and start their own package delivery services. This could help Amazon grow its number of small business partners that deliver that last mile alongside Flex drivers.
The early response is great. We give 3 months' salary as a further support. We lease vans and vehicles to people who sign up for this, and we ensure that they have enough work so that it's a viable business. It allows us to complement the capacity that we have with our great carrier partners, and over 16,000 employees have already taken us up on this one.
Amazon is even testing a new sidewalk robot called Scout to help with that especially labor-intensive last-mile delivery. But until drones and robots take over that task, Amazon will still need to rely on a variety of people to bring us our packages in just one day.